During pre-flight and normal in-flight operations, the reverse thrust levers are in the full down or stowed position. In this position, the translating sleeves are stowed and locked. A mechanical interlock in the thrust lever assembly prevents movement of the forward and reverse thrust levers at the same time. The forward thrust levers must be in the idle position before the reverse thrust levers can be moved. Raise the reverse thrust levers to the interlock stop position to see how the engine number 1 thrust reverser system operates. The initial motion of the reverse thrust levers releases the electromechanical lock and unlocks the translating sleeves. Next, the isolation valve opens if the air-ground sensor is in the ground mode or a radio altimeter shows altitude of less than 10 feet. With the isolation valve open, the control valve moves to the deploy position. And hydraulic pressure starts to move the translating sleeves to the deployed position. An amber reverser indication illuminates above the engine N1 indication. It shows the translating sleeves are in transit. An interlock mechanism restricts further movement of the reverse thrust levers until the sleeves are near the deployed position. As the sleeves reach the deployed position, the reverse thrust levers can be raised to detent number 2. When the sleeves are deployed, the amber reverser indication changes to green. Raise the reverse thrust levers to detent number 2. In detent number 2, the EEC sets sufficient reverse thrust for normal operation. If maximum reverse is necessary, you can raise the reverse thrust levers beyond detent number 2. Now raise the reverse thrust levers to the maximum reverse position. The EEC now sets maximum reverse thrust. When reverse thrust is no longer necessary, lower the reverse thrust levers to detent number 1. In detent number 1, the EEC now sets a minimum idle. Now lower the reverse thrust levers to the stowed position. The control valve moves to the stow position, and hydraulic pressure moves the sleeves to the stowed position. The green reverser indication changes to amber and shows the sleeves are in transit. After the sleeves are stowed, the isolation valve closes. The electromechanical lock engages, and the reverser indication extinguishes.